Hi there, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady, and I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. Hit subscribe because I love to keep answering these questions each week and giving you more information about my 20-year journey as a landlady, which is also in my book in more detail, and you can check that out on Amazon. But back to our question of today, which is, what is due diligence when purchasing property? Okay, people always say, do your due diligence, and you might not know what that means. Your bank, you might even go in to talk to them, and they're like, we need to do due diligence. And you're like, what does that mean? Usually for the bank, it means you gotta get an appraisal, first of all, and make sure that that property is valued at what you're buying, or hopefully it's valued at more than what you're paying, because that's what you want. You want to get a good deal. It's kind of hard in today's market, but that appraisal is important, and the bank's always going to require one because they are doing due diligence to protect that investment on their part. So another thing that a lot of people like to do, it's not required by a bank, but it's generally a good idea, is a home inspection. Or if you know you have savvy people, I have maintenance people that can help me. We do our due diligence by going in and checking out all the systems to make sure they're okay. The HVAC, the roof, are there any hidden things? Is there any structural issues? All those types of things. So those are the two main things, particularly important if you're getting a bank loan on that appraisal. Those are the types of things that you're going to do. But in terms of, there's also a couple other things that you want to do. Two other things, I would say, in addition to inspections and appraisals. And the first one is to make sure that you can legally rent the property. So make sure you check your ordinances. I had a neighbor that purchased a house in our historic area of our little town, thinking that they could put students in there. Well, unbeknownst to them, little law in the books that you couldn't, in that area, had to be a single family home. They couldn't have unrelated persons in there. So when they had this grand idea, they'd put all these students in there and they put locks on their doors and they would just make bank. It was a block from campus. The laws wouldn't allow them to do that. So where they'd made that investment, they had to only rent it to a single family. And so that's something you wanna, first of all, check. Can you legally rent the premises, okay? And number two is, will it cash flow? There's no use even buying it if you're not gonna make money. You know, that's why you're a landlady or a landlord, is to make money. So the types of things you wanna look at there is vacancy rate, property management costs. Even if you're going to do a lot of the work themselves, there's a value to that, and you want to, make sure, what if you're out of town and somebody else has to come in and do work? You got to make sure this baby's gonna cash flow, is going to make bank. So you're going to check on those repairs and maintenances. You're going to check on property taxes. You can't do anything about that, and you know that those only go up. So you got to have that kind of built into your formula, that over years you're going to be able to pay that. If you have to get a mortgage and borrow money, you want that monthly mortgage covered, more than covered, and you want to check if there's a variable rate there that might go up too, what that will do to your cash flow. And then of course, accounting, legal, any professional fees. So those are all the things that you want to do for your due diligence. In addition to that, I have another video about this, which is other things you want to do, which is just check out all the things that are going to make the transition go smoother, especially if there's a tenant in place, and there's some due diligence you have to do if there is somebody already renting the property. But that's another video, so check that out. Those are the things that you need to do before you close on a property. As far as due diligence, in addition to doing your normal appraisal, inspection process, is to make sure you can rent it, and to make sure it can cash flow. And if you're having difficulty figuring that out, I do happen to have the Ask the Landlady Does the Deal Work spreadsheet, and you can find that at www.askthelandlady.com. And I also go into that in my book, Lessons from the Landlady. I sell it for like $10. What a deal. And you just go in there and plug in all the little numbers, and it will tell you, yes, it'll cash flow, or no, it won't. And you definitely want to know that before you jump into the real estate game. So there you have it. That's the things you want to do for your due diligence in rental property. Shoot me a comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. We're all in this journey together. It's not always easy to be a property owner in today's day and age, with interest rates going up and insurance out of control and just dealing with the human public. It can get you down, but it can work if you do it right. And we are all in this together. So thanks. Have a great day.